From this position, all we're gonna do is we're gonna hop and rotate our legs in so that our knees and toes are pointed inwards. And then you're just going to go into fifth position on the other side. So if my right foot was forward, now my left foot is gonna be forward. And then you just repeat. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Couple of tips with the crisscross or diamond is to keep a bend in your knees and also stay on the balls of your feet. This will help it from looking stiff. It will also help you go faster and give it a nice look. Hop out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. By staying on the balls of my feet, it allows me to hop quickly from position to position. So let's try it together. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just remember to alternate which leg is in front every time you cross over. Start with your toes pointed in a stance like so. From here, we're gonna start going to the right. So my right foot is going to go like this. I pivot it to the right and my toe is up. Simultaneously, when this happens, I'm also going to bring my left foot to the right by bringing in my heel. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to pivot back to that starting position, like so, and I'm gonna repeat on the other side. I'm gonna go to the left, my left foot is gonna go like this, my right foot is gonna go like this. So from the back, starting from here, we're gonna go to the right, put your right foot like this, and your left foot like this. Now come back to center, boom, and now repeat on the other side. Left foot goes like this, right foot goes like this, okay? Come back to center. So practice just going to one side at the same time. So we're gonna pivot to the right and come back to center. Pivot to the left, come back to center. So with the counts, it's and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So you can kind of think about it as going from an upside down V. So you can kind of see my feet are making an upside down V. And then when I pivot to either side, I make a right side up V. Upside down V, right side up V. You can also think about it as closing and opening. Close, open, close, open. Let's try it with a tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The W step. I demonstrated it by adding in a crisscross, but the W step just on its own is just the out. Starting with my toes pointed in, I'm going to rotate my feet so that they are pointed out, and I'm on my heels, my toes up in the air like so. And then I'm gonna come back to the center position where I started, and that's the whole move. Here to here, here to here. And you can either pivot onto your heels or you can hop. So you can either go pivot or you can actually hop onto your heels. So I'm actually kind of getting a little bit of air there when I hop onto my heels. I find that the hop is a little bit easier, but you can do either. One tip with the W step to help keep your balance is to point your toes out as much as possible. So if you are just pointing your toes forward, you're gonna wanna fall back, as you can see. So really try and get them as far out as possible to help keep your balance and your center of gravity. So let's try that combo that I demonstrated at the beginning. We're gonna do cross and W. And cross, other foot in front this time, and W, okay? Do that for 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the very simple back step or back tap is a great way to break up your running man or to also help prepare you to go into your next move. So I start with my right foot in perch. I I send it back, kind of land in this running man stance, and then I come back to where I started. 1 and 2 and. You can also do it on the other side, so let's do it from the back. Left foot up, tap it back, come back to where you started. Tap your left foot back, come back to where you started. So when I'm doing this, I'm not transferring my weight back to this foot. I want to keep most of my weight on my front foot so that I can easily just come back to this perch position. Boom, boom. So then using this to kind of break up your running man. A good combo to practice would be running man, tap back. Running man, tap back. Running man, tap back. So again, that's running man, left foot back. Running man, right foot back. So let's try that together. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll also find that this back step is really useful in preparing whichever foot you want to do a certain move. So whether that's a kick or a spin or anything, you can really use this back step to your advantage. We're going to start by kicking our outside leg across our body and hopping at the same time. So 1. Then after this, I'm going to reach and step across my body, kind of moving in this direction, keeping my back foot planted until I bring it behind to T-step and finish the move. So from the back, I kick with my right and hop. 1, land and bring my foot behind, T-step. 1 and 2 and. At first this move might feel really choppy, but as you get more comfortable with it, you'll be able to smooth it out. So you'll be able to go from something like 1 and 2 and to a much smoother 1 and 2 and. Every part of this move is about moving across the floor. So I kick and hop, and I start to travel this way, land my foot down, and T-step. Some tips and common mistakes that I often see with this move. 1 is that people, when they kick and then land this foot down, they want to hop onto this foot. But that's not the case. I kick and I'm almost like lunging across, and I don't pick up this foot until I bring it behind to T-step. So it shouldn't be like a 1 and. I more sweep my foot behind as I go 1 and 2 and. The next thing is the hop with the kick. This really trips people up for some reason, but the reason I add it in there is so that you can stay on the tempo of shuffling. Shuffling is always 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. If you are doing the running man and go into this move and don't add that hop, you'll find it's almost like you're pausing or stopping. But with the hop, it stays on that 1 and, 2 and, 3 and. But I want you to know I'm not like hopping forward, I'm just hopping in place. It's just a really baby hop. It's just like 1, 1 and. And that's why it's kind of like a skip too. 1 and 2 and. And then the last tip is don't rush this move. I think a lot of the times people get really punchy with this move and really try and kick out at the end and do something like 1, 2. Don't rush that T-step at the end. Just let it kind of come naturally and let it take you across the floor. So like 1 and 2 and. It's almost more of like a little sweep rather than a punch. But of course, if you wanted a punchy sort of look with it, you can absolutely do that. Just make sure you stay on that tempo. I think sometimes with the punchiness, it can kind of throw you a little bit off tempo. So let's try a little combo implementing that move together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 running man, starting with our right leg. 1, 2. Then we're going to do a back tap with our right leg, tap back, come back to perch, and then go into the move, kick, and T-step. So all together, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, back, kick, T-step. Now let's try going to the right. We are going to kick with our left and start our running man with our left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, back, kick, T-step. You probably have a side that feels way more comfortable than the other. I definitely feel more comfortable kicking with my right side, but as you get more comfortable with this move, you'll be able to do it on both sides, no problem.